So I've had a couple questions recently that are interesting as it relates to investing for passive income. And the idea here, particularly from younger investors, is, well, what if I could take an investment that I have, money that I have on the sidelines, and put it into something that's going to give me an income I don't have to work for? And that sounds great. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? But one of the strategies I've heard people trying to employ is this idea of dividend investing. And the thought there is, I'm going to put all my money into a handful of companies that pay really consistent dividends, and I'm going to get a check from them every month. Well, I see three problems with that. Three problems that I want to talk to you about today. The first is that there's a high upfront commitment just to get this strategy started. So let me give you an example. Let's say that XYZ company costs $100 a share and it pays out a 3.5% dividend. Well, that's only $3.50 a year. So in order to get, let's call it $500 a month, you need to invest over $170,000 into one company. So that's not ideal. It's also, especially if you're younger, that's going to be a hard amount to fork over to get a decent monthly income, which, by the way, is taxable. So the second problem that I see with this is the lack of diversification, which we were just talking about. Typically you don't want to have all of your money tied up in one company. It's not that it can't work out. I've seen it work out for people. Good for them, right? But historically, and conventional knowledge will tell us, diversification over a long period of time, much better strategy. And then the third problem that I see, this is growth potential. Typically, dividends-paying stocks, or rather companies that pay high, consistent dividends, have a lower growth potential. And that's not. I don't want to paint broad strokes. I mean, this isn't always the case, but you think about it. If a company's paying out consistent cash payments to their shareholders, that's going to take away from their growth. So, not really a surprising thing here. So, in short, not really a strategy I recommend. I think you're much better off focusing on the work you're doing now for your income and building up a war chest for when you retire someday so you can do the things that you want to do.